Hi, it's Tony Buck. This time I'm talking about Hugelkultur. You may have heard of it, you may not. So what is Hugelkultur? Let's have a look. Answer: mound growing. What? Mound growing? Why is that? Because we get biomass when we have a piece of land, or if you like, you want to call it waste. But nature has no waste because it's very useful stuff and it all goes around again. Here's a few examples. But it can happen at any scale. You can dig a trench with a backhoe and you can put logs and twigs and whatever you like in it. So it's really just a raised bed, really. Let's have a look. It's really a raised bed containing biomass. Not yet ready to be a growing medium, perhaps, at this stage, you see. But here I've mixed woody stuff like logs with grass or the green stuff. So there's carbon and nitrogen. And generally they'll break down the contents as they sit there together, right? So Hugelkultur solves many problems and gives benefits. A way to manage excessive biomass, eventually supplies nutritious growing medium, plant growing as it ages, creates habitat, can be used as swales, mounds to control rain runoff or erosion, and it follows the permaculture principle: the problem is the solution. So here's a standard compost heap in its beginning. There's a bit more biomass sitting around the garden. Now, some people just go and burn it. Don't burn it. It's too useful as a precious new soil. So don't waste it. I'm with this one. I'm taking the hugel down and filling up an oil container, an oil tank that I cut in half, and I'm using it as a container, but I'm making it a hugel container. I'm putting all that biomass in the bottom of the container, and then I'll put soil on later, and I'll grow something on it. Look at this. Look how beautiful this soil is that comes from a couple of years of a mound with wood and grass and so on. And it gives you this great soil, and you can actually grow on the hugel. I wouldn't recommend potatoes, but that's what grew here by just chance, But they're great for growing tomatoes, cucumbers, and stuff like that because they just love it. They just love it. Here's an enclosed hugel, what I would call, in my garden. And here's something again at scale, but you can also you can put swales on contour, hugel swales on contour to catch rain runoff, but they must be on contour, otherwise you get destructive water gushing. So you have to learn what that means. That you've got to follow the land exactly perpendicular to its slope, and that way you don't get gushing. The water arrives equally in all places. So here's a few examples. You can transform biomass into next year's groceries. So why would you burn it or send it to the dump? Don't do that. Create hugels. Good luck.